Hello YouTube, Gabe Kaysen here. Today I want to show you some of the important tools that good trainers use to help communicate with their animals. In this episode, we'll start by learning about bridges. Much like physical bridges link two disconnected land masses, a training bridge links an action with reinforcement. Common examples of bridges are clickers, whistles, verbal commands, tactile cues, and even flashlights. But a bridge can be nearly any kind of stimuli. Your biggest concern should be finding one that your animal can clearly hear, see, or feel, and that you can perform in a split second. Now, there are probably many of you who have trained without any kind of bridge and are currently wondering why a bridge is necessary. While simply providing positive reinforcement after a desired behavior can work in many cases, as you begin to train more complex behaviors, it starts to become imperative that the animal knows the exact moment they perform the correct behavior. This is the purpose of a bridge, to provide immediate communication to your animal the precise moment they perform a desired behavior. From our perspective, our animals are not doing very much at all until the moment they perform our behavior. But from the animal's perspective, this simply is not the case. They are constantly moving, looking, pecking, or touching. Let's say you ask your bird to step up onto your hand, and after several seconds the bird correctly does this behavior. If it takes you 3 seconds to grab the reward and deliver it, it is entirely possible that the bird may do another behavior in that time, so that when you deliver the reward, the bird may associate the last done behavior with that positive reinforcement, rather than the desired behavior that you asked for. There are also animals that overkill behaviors. In asking to step onto your hand, your animal may proceed all the way up your arm. A bridge will help tell them when they can stop a behavior because they've already achieved the desired results. Animals can also get frustrated with training without a bridge, because it becomes difficult for them to find any consistency with when they're getting rewarded. For many reasons, a bridge can help create more specific and understandable communication between you and your animal. Now let's get started on how to begin bridging in your training sessions. For the ease of showing you, I'm going to use a clicker as my cue so that you can see the exact moment I bridge. When you introduce a bridge to training, the first step is to begin a classical association between positive stimuli and the bridge. An easy way to start this is to simply click and then reward, or alternatively, give a reward and click immediately upon them receiving it. In the simplest terms, you want to drive home the message that when they hear that sound, they will be getting a reward. Think Pavlov's dog. Once this association is formed, there are two incredibly important factors in maintaining good communication. The first is clicker accuracy. You can often tell how experienced a trainer is by the accuracy in which they bridge. Ideally, you want to bridge the instant that they complete the behavior you ask for. In the case of Jinx stepping onto my hand, I wait past her beak touch, past her first foot, until the moment her second foot touches my hand. Then I bridge, signaling her that the end of the behavior is when she is completely on my hand. The second facet is consistency. You need to make sure you are clicking every time she does a desired behavior, and that you absolutely do not click when she doesn't complete a behavior. If you lose consistency when you click, your animal will not understand what behaviors you reward for and will deteriorate back to simply guessing behavior. With a bridge, you can provide immediate communication to your animal and provide a tertiary reinforcer even when your hands are too full to grab a treat. I cannot begin to express how important this is with birds, as you have to do a great deal of things one-handed. As always, our goal is to create a better relationship between our animals and ourselves, and all relationships are built on trust and communication. I hope learning to use bridges will help build your communication to a whole new level. That's all for this video. If you found it helpful, make sure to like and subscribe. This is Gabe Kaysen, and that is how you use intermediate bridges.